know that feeling when an SUV pulls up next to you and you just know the driver means business? Some vehicles command respect before you even step out. Today I'll show you the top 9 luxury SUVs in 2025 that don't just look rich, they feel powerful inside and out. And wait till you see number 3. It's so outrageously high-end it makes other luxury cars look basic. Kicking off our list at number 9 is the 2025 Aston Martin DBX 707. Starting at roughly $256,000, which is basically a small mortgage in most American cities. Under that sculpted hood sits a beast that shouldn't logically exist in an SUV. A handcrafted 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 pushing 707 horsepower, hence the name. Aston sources this power plant from AMG, but then works their British magic on it. It's paired with a responsive 9-speed automatic transmission. And performance-wise, this thing is ridiculous. 0 to 60 in just 3.1 seconds. The quarter-mile flies by in 11.5 seconds and reaches a top speed of 193 miles per hour. The DBX 707 achieves an EPA estimated 14 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on the highway. But that's not why anyone buys this thing. Step inside and every surface of interior is covered in leather sourced from herds raised in Scotland, where there are fewer insects to blemish the hides. That's not marketing BS, trust me. The 22-way adjustable seats offer more customization than my Netflix algorithm, with heating, cooling, and massage functions. With 22.3 cubic feet of cargo space, there's room for several designer suitcases. The tech package isn't cutting edge. And that's my one real gripe. The 10.25-inch infotainment display is fine but lacks the wow factor of some competitors. It does play nice with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the interface is intuitive enough that you won't need to consult the manual. The premium audio system developed with Bowers and Wilkins delivers concert hall quality sound. Safety-wise, Aston hasn't skimped despite the performance focus. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and a 360-degree camera system that provides views from angles you didn't know existed. The DBX 707 may be number 9 on our list, but that's like being the 9th richest person in a room full of billionaires. You're still doing pretty well for yourself. Next at number 8 is the 2025 Cadillac Escalade ESV, starting at a relatively modest $89,000 for the base model. But realistically, nobody's buying the base model. Once you tick the boxes for the Platinum trim, Super Cruise, and the AKG Studio Reference audio system, you're looking at $145,000 minimum. Powering this land yacht is either a 6.2-liter V8 engine pushing 420 horsepower, or a surprisingly excellent 3.0-liter Duramax turbo diesel. The V8 delivers the classic American muscle car rumble that Cadillac customers expect. It's not sophisticated, but it's genuinely charming in its brashness. The diesel option is the sleeper hit, though. Both are mated to a silky smooth 10-speed automatic transmission that shifts with less drama than a well-adjusted family. Performance figures are surprising given the ESV's dimensions. The V8 model hits 60 miles per hour in 5.9 seconds, which defies both physics and good taste. The quarter-mile passes in 14.4 seconds, and the top speed is electronically limited to 112 miles per hour, which honestly is for the best, as physics has strong opinions about large objects moving at high velocities. Fuel economy is exactly what you'd expect. Terrible with the V8 at 14 city, 19 highway, but the diesel redeems itself with 21 city, 27 highway. The interior is actually where Cadillac earns its luxury credentials. The ESV designation means that this is the extended model, offering a cavernous 41.5 cubic feet behind the third row. For context, that's more cargo space than a BMW 3 Series has with its rear seats folded. The cabin isolation is on another level. Cadillac uses laminated glass, active noise cancellation technology borrowed from high-end headphones, and enough sound insulation to soundproof a recording studio. The star of the show is undoubtedly the technology package. Cadillac has fitted this thing with 38 inches of curved OLED screens. The AKG audio system with 36 speakers isn't just about the number, it's about placement and calibration. The safety suite centers around Super Cruise, hands down the best semi-autonomous driving system I've experienced. Unlike Tesla's autopilot, which requires constant attention, Super Cruise has mapped over 200,000 miles of highways with LiDAR, creating a geofenced network where the system truly handles everything. Number 7 gives us the 2025 Mercedes-AMG G63, starting at approximately $187,000. This power is managed by a 9-speed automatic transmission that somehow makes this rectangular brick accelerate with the eagerness of a sports car. Despite aerodynamics that can best be described as antagonistic, the G63 sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. It thunders through the quarter mile in 12.9 seconds and reaches a top speed of 149 miles per hour, at which point it's essentially punching a G-class shaped hole through the atmosphere. If you're worried about fuel economy, you're looking at the wrong vehicle. But for the record, you're looking at 13 city, 16 highway. I've personally never seen the needle move above 15 combined, but that's not why anyone buys a G-Wagon. Step inside and you're surrounded by Napa leather that feels like it was harvested from the world's most pampered cows. The massaging seats alone are worth the price of admission. After a long day, they're absolutely game-changing. And despite that classic boxy shape, you've got a surprisingly usable 38.1 cubic feet in the back with the seats up. Tech-wise, Mercedes doesn't mess around. Dual 12.3-inch displays dominate the dash, and the latest MBUX system actually understands what you're saying the first time, and repeating yourself 3 times like in some other luxury SUVs I could name. In terms of safety, it's a tank with active brake assist, blind spot monitoring, and pretty much everything else Mercedes offers. You feel absolutely indestructible in this thing, which of course is part of the appeal. Claiming the 6th spot is the 2025 Porsche Cayenne Turbo E Hybrid, priced around $195,000. This thing is a technological masterpiece. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 paired with an electric motor for a combined 729 horsepower. Let me put this in perspective. That's supercar territory in a vehicle that can take the kids to soccer practice. Power flows through an 8-speed automatic transmission that shifts with German precision. The acceleration will pin you back in your seat 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in 11.6, and a top speed of 183 miles per hour. The fuel economy is where things get interesting. You're looking at about 19 miles per gallon combined, but in EV mode it jumps to 46 miles per gallon. I've gotten about 15 miles of pure electric driving, which is perfect for short commutes or sneaking home late without waking the neighbors. The interior is pure Porsche, everything exactly where it should be. Sports seats with 18-way adjustment that hold you in place when you're pushing through corners. With 27.2 cubic feet of cargo space, it's actually practical for daily use, something you can't say for a lot of vehicles with this kind of performance. The 12.3-inch touchscreen runs Porsche's communication management system, which between us has gotten much better over the years. It's intuitive now, responsive, and doesn't make you dig through menus to change simple settings like some German competitors I could mention. As for safety, it's loaded with all the latest tech. Lane keep assist that doesn't fight you in the corners, adaptive cruise that actually keeps a natural distance. The automatic emergency braking system is particularly impressive, as it needs to be able to bring 5,000 pounds of German engineering to a halt from Autobahn speeds. Breaking into our top 5, the 2025 Mercedes-Benz G580 with EQ technology shows even icons can evolve without losing their soul. At around $162,000, it's actually the value play in the electric luxury SUV space, if you can call anything at this price point of value. What blows my mind is how they've managed to keep the G-Wagon DNA while going all electric. Those motors push out 580 horses with that instant electric torque. A single-speed transmission means no gear shifts. 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, never gets old. Quarter mile in 12.7, top speed caps at 130, which honestly is plenty for something shaped like a refrigerator. Range is the big question everyone asks, and the G580 delivers around 280 miles on a charge. Inside, it's a different vibe from the AMG version. They've gone with these sustainable materials that actually feel premium, not like that recycled garbage some manufacturers try to pass off as luxury. You've still got that commanding seating position at 38.1 cubic feet in the back for whatever adventure gear you're hauling. The technological showcase continues with Mercedes' hyperscreen display. The augmented reality navigation system projects directional arrows onto a video feed of the actual road ahead, essentially turning navigation into a video game where the stakes are your actual location. Safety-wise, it's got the full Mercedes package plus some EV-specific and off-road features. The fourth spot belongs to the 2025 Bentley Bentayga. This is old money luxury, the kind that doesn't need to shout. Starting at around $208,000 and climbing to $270K for the kitted-out versions. It's actually what I recommend to clients who want something special but don't need everyone at the gas station asking them questions. Power comes from a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing 542 horses. It's not the most powerful in our lineup, but trust me, it's plenty. This thing is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission and will silently glide to 60 in just 4 seconds flat. Run the quarter mile in 12.4 and top out at 180 miles per hour. Fuel economy is surprisingly decent, 15 city, 24 highway. But come on, if you're buying a Bentley, you're not checking the fuel gauge. The interior is where your money goes. We're talking hand-stitched everything with over 15 hide options. The leather is so soft, I'm convinced they massage the cows daily. What impresses me most is the silence. At 80 miles per hour, you can have a whispered conversation with your passenger in the back seat. Speaking of space, you've got a 17.1 cubic feet in the trunk, which is enough for 4 full-size golf bags because, priorities. The 10.9-inch touchscreen handles infotainment duties, but the real star is the audio system. The top-tier setup has 20 speakers, and I'm not exaggerating when I say you can hear details in your favorite songs that you never knew existed. For safety, the Bentayga gives you all the expected driver aids. All-around cameras, adaptive cruise that works in traffic, the works. But it's the little touches that matter. The night vision system can detect pedestrians from further away than any other vehicle in 2025. Alright, into the top 3, we've got the 2025 Lamborghini Urus, an SUV that finally convinced supercar purists that 4 doors and ground clearance aren't deadly sins. The sticker starts around $241,000, but no one, and I mean no one, buys a base Urus. By the time you're out the door, you're looking at $280K easy. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Under the aggressive hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing 657 horses. The engine is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the acceleration will actually scare passengers. 3.1 seconds to 60, quarter mile in 11.3. And it'll top out at 190 miles per hour. Fuel economy, it's officially 12 city, 17 highway, but I've never seen double digits. You don't buy a Lambo to save the planet. Inside, it's a fighter jet cockpit. The bucket seats hug you like they're custom made, which they basically are if you go through their personalization program. The Alcantara trim feels incredible. But here's an insider tip. Go with leather if you plan to actually use the thing. The Alcantara shows every bit of dust and dirt. With 21.8 cubic feet in the back, you can help your buddy move his apartment. Try that with an Aventador. The dual-screen setup in the center console is gorgeous, and the Lamborghini Connect system finally works properly in the 2025 model. The previous generations would randomly disconnect from your phone, maddening in a $250,000 vehicle. That's finally fixed. For safety, you're getting everything you'd expect plus Lambo's specific calibrations. The thing is, despite all that performance, the Urus actually feels like it's protecting you. One of the best luxury SUVs out there. Our runner-up is the 2025 Ferrari Protosangue, and honestly, the only reason Ferrari doesn't call this an SUV is because Ferrari doesn't believe it makes SUVs. At roughly $433K to start, it's in a different league entirely. What sets the Puro Sangue apart is that Ferrari refused to use anybody else's engine. This thing rocks a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, pushing 715 horsepower. No turbo lag, no hybrid assistance, just pure mechanical perfection that revs to 8,250 RPM. The sound alone is worth the price of admission. It's paired with an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. 0 to 60 happens in 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in 11.2, and top speed hits 193 miles per hour. Fuel economy is, and I'm not making this up, 9 miles per gallon city, 14 highway. During hard driving, you can see it drop to 6. Ferrari owners don't care, and Ferrari doesn't pretend they should. The interior is unlike any other SUV. There's no center screen dominating the dash. Ferrari kept it driver-focused. The 4 individual seats are a statement. The quality of the leather and carbon fiber trim is simply untouchable. The cargo space is modest at 16.7 cubic feet, but it's enough for a weekend getaway with very expensive luggage. The dual cockpit display system gives both driver and passenger their own screens, with the passenger able to control navigation and media. Here's something wild. The passenger screen is coated with a material that makes it invisible from the driver's angle to prevent distraction. That's Ferrari-level attention to detail. For safety and driver assistance, Ferrari doesn't publish the full list of systems, but it includes Ferrari's complete suite of advanced driver assistance systems. It also features the Ferrari Dynamic Enhancer. Tough to beat it. Taking the crown as our #1 luxury SUV for 2025 is the Mercedes-Maybach GLS, the only vehicle on this list that makes you wonder why private jets bother to exist. At a paltry $175,000, it's actually not the most expensive on our lists, but it is without question the most luxurious. Power comes from a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 with EQ boost that delivers 550 horsepower. It's quick, 4.8 seconds to 60, 13.4 in the quarter mile. But straight-line speed isn't what this vehicle is about. It's about effortlessness. The 9-speed transmission is so smooth you literally cannot feel it change gears. Fuel economy is 15 city, 19 highway, which isn't bad considering you're essentially driving a luxury penthouse. But the interior, my God, the interior. The rear cabin is better than first class on any airline I've flown. The reclining rear seats have hot stone massage that will ruin you for all other massaging seats. They've got actual champagne flutes that fit perfectly into temperature-controlled holders. With 18.5 cubic feet of cargo space, there's room for luggage for 4 people, assuming you're the type who doesn't pack light. The MBUX system extends to the rear with dedicated screens for passengers. The 27-speaker Barminster audio system is all about precision. You can literally hear the individual breath singers take between lyrics. What puts the Maybach GLS in our top spot is that it achieves something none of the others do. It creates its own atmosphere. I know that sounds like marketing nonsense, but when you're inside, the outside world genuinely disappears. The Level 2+ autonomous driving capability means even the driver can relax. It's old money, new technology, and perfect execution combined. And that's why for 2025 it earns our top spot as the ultimate luxury SUV. And that's a wrap. Which of these SUVs fits your vibe the most? And if you love high-end rides, would you want a video on the most expensive SUVs ever made? Let me know in the comments. Before you go, don't forget to check out our recent video on budget cars to make you look rich. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.